Hey, Sivan here. Welcome to the 6th video of this tutorial. This one we're going to look at merging vertices and the different ways to merge vertexes. So for this one we're going to just start off with a cube. So create polygon primitives, cube. Right. To merge vertexes, generally it means that you've got some sort of open area or you're kind of reworking the topology. So the easy example is I'm just going to delete this top face, and then what I'm going to do is go to edge mode, double click the edge so I've got the whole thing selected, and I want to do an extrude, and I'm just going to drag it up so we've got something to kind of work with. All I'm going to do in this merging vertexes is I'm going to basically turn this into a point, and we're going to look at the different sort of ways how to do it. So first thing we're going to look at is just a standard merge vertex. So what we can do is grab this one vertex, so vertex mode, select this one vertex, W tool, and then I'm going to vertex snap to this one over here, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So what we've done, it looks like we've turned this into a point, joined it together. Actually all we've done is put one vertex on top of the other. There's still actually two separate vertexes. One way I can see this is if I was to now just go in and grab any sort of component, it still drags apart. So what we need to do is in vertex mode, we need to marquee this vertex sort of area, because we don't want one of them, we need both of them. So I'm going to marquee it, and then I'm going to go to edit mesh, and for now we're just going to hit merge. Yep, and then we're going to marquee the other one and hit G and do it again. Now if I go to edge, that's now merged those two sets of vertexes together. There's one sort of real setting inside the merge. I'm going to go back so I've got the opening. So what we did first was snap them. What we can do is if we've got two vertexes and they may be a little bit far apart or whatever, we can go to merge, and our threshold will adjust. The reason it snapped straight to is there's also an option that says always merge two vertices. So if you've got, as long as you have two selected, in your channel box you've got always merge two, so it will always merge those two vertexes together. If I had 3, for example, and I hit merge, nothing happens. The reason is because I've now got more than 2, so that argument's sort of invalid. So if we turn the merge vertex option, so edit mesh, edit mesh, merge, if this was off, and in some of the older versions we don't have these options, what we can do is increase our threshold. So we can scroll this number up and that will merge two vertexes together. So that's a standard merge. We can either snap and then merge, or we can have two vertexes selected and make sure always merge two vertices is on. So if, say, we wanted to turn this into like an actual point, so all 4 vertexes, a standard merge won't work, mainly because it only looks for 2 vertexes and the threshold won't really sort of help it here. So the other option we've got is, obviously we could snap all of these to 1, but that kind of puts it off at an odd angle, and then we'd have to center it ourselves, which is kind of too much hassle. So what we can do is we can select all of the the top vertices, and we have another option, merge to center. That will merge any amount of vertices together. So if you've got complex objects with lots of sides, lots of different sort of faces and verts everywhere, if you marquee, so if I, for example, show you on like a sphere, if I, obviously this isn't a sort of good workflow, but if I wanted to merge these four together, and I just grab them, it's grabbed the back as well. If I then hit merge to center, it will literally merge them to the center point of the selection. So it's another one you have to kind of be a bit careful of with your selections, but it is very useful as long as your selection is right. So as I was saying before, you can kind of clean up your edge flow with it. So say if you've got very bad edge flow or something like this, you can snap points down and get rid of edges or tries or n-gons that way instead. So you can set the verts, move them down, merge, and then we've basically removed that edge loop from the object, so it kind of tidied it up. So that's merging verts and merging to center. That's pretty much the end of this playlist. Thanks for watching.